Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera kepada pendengar-pendengar podcast. Okey, bersama lagi kita dalam podcast AIM10 Speaker Series yang dibawakan khas untuk anda, di mana kita akan membincangkan atau mengupas isu-isu semasa berkaitan dalam bidang latihan khususnya. Dalam sesi podcast kami juga, kita akan mengumpulkan beberapa tetamu khas, tetamu undangan daripada pakar-pakar pelbagai bidang yang akan dibawakan khas kepada episod-episod yang akan datang. Jadi untuk podcast minggu ini kita akan membincangkan satu perkara yang mungkin dianggap enteng, dianggap remeh oleh kita-kita semua di dalam bidang industri latihan khususnya, dan dia tidak berakhir di situ. Uh, Malahan dalam organisasi-organisasi besar, GLC atau kerajaan akan mengalami masalah ini, iaitu kita akan membincangkan antara topiknya ialah ada soft skill versus technical skill. Which one we have to prioritize first? Maksudnya di sini antara soft skills dan technical skills yang mana kita harus dahulukan dulu. Alright, diharap di akhir podcast nanti apa yang akan kita cuba sampaikan, apa yang kita boleh dapat kongsikan bersama, mungkin kita akan dapat memberikan comprehensive understanding, maksudnya kefahaman yang lebih terhadap skill development, whereby tuan-tuan dan puan-puan atau pendengar di luar sana akan mendapat pengetahuan yang lebih dalam berkaitan soft skills dan technical skills ini, dan seterusnya yang kedua kita akan mendapat practical skills improvement for career growth, di mana kita akan kongsikan actionable tips dan strategi bagaimana kita dapat membangunkan dua-dua skills ini untuk dibawa atau digarap ke hadapan untuk mencipta lebih productivity dan career improvement. Dan yang seterusnya kita akan cuba kongsikan bagaimana tuan-tuan dan puan-puan di luar sana boleh membuat career decision making. Okey, di sini di mana kita akan memberikan tuan-tuan tips bagaimana tuan-tuan akan menjadi lebih confident dan well informed decision making untuk membuat atau untuk membuat keputusan di mana tuan-tuan latihan apa yang tuan-tuan harus dahulukan dulu, sama ada ia jatuh kepada soft skill ataupun kepada technical skills. Alright, tanpa membuang masa lagi, kita perkenalkan dulu kita punya tetamu hari ini, Yang Azura. Beliau merupakan seorang kalau kita nak cerita sebab pasal technical skills ni, dia adalah orangnya, because I think she got vast experience handling technical punya subject in aviation especially. Uh, I think dia orang yang paling layak untuk cakap pasal technical skills ni. So, Yang,
Yes.
mungkin boleh kita kongsikan sedikit apa tu sebenarnya technical skills yang dimaksudkan,
Okay.
and bagaimana technical skills ni, pentingnya technical skills ni,
Mm-hmm.
and mungkin yang boleh kongsikan juga
Mm-hmm.
macam mana uh, technical skills ni you boleh bagi tips atau strategi untuk improve that technical skills. Okay.
Okay. First a disclaimer and a bit of correction from where Ariff, from what Ariff mentioned. I wouldn't call myself an expert in speaking about what technical skills are or what it requires. But from based on past work experiences, I would say that I have been for many years, decades, have been in a more technical environment. Yeah. Tapi nak kata jadi expert and the right person to speak about it tu tak lah. I think I have both appreciation of technical and soft skills, but since I have been invited to actually talk further about technical skills, to kick off, I will give the definition as per yang tadi Ariff minta lah, ya. I think technical skills, by virtue of nama dia as a technical skills, setengah orang cakap technical skills, setengah orang cakap hard skills. Okay, and technical skills ni, I believe almost every industry would require a person to have an acquisition of a set of technical skills. Ya, kalau saya nak bagi contoh what technical skills are, baking and cooking is also part of technical skills. Okay, a lot of people say, saya pandai masak. That's technical skill. It's definitely not soft skills. Maybe Ariff will mention what are some examples of soft skills later. But teaching, training are soft skills. All right. Plumbing, if you want to fix your faucet or pipe or whatnot, these are technical skills. A more advanced, you are the computer programming. Language acquisition pun orang ingat kadang-kadang, foreign language acquisition, sorry. Orang ingat is soft skills, but actually it's technical skills.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is. Yeah, I thought so. I was like, oh, us speaking English or acquiring a foreign language, oh, that's technical skills. Because I think it requires you to learn. There are a lot of aspects to learning acquisition that is termasuk dalam the technical punya skills, and it's not soft skills per se. Yeah, but communication is. Yeah, communication is soft skills. Yeah, but foreign language acquisition is actually technical skills. I was like, oh, that's very interesting. So, medical proficiency, sales, itu semua kita tahu lah. Accounts, aviation, how to drive is also a technical skills. So, I think oftentimes kita terlupa yang technical skills. Everything we do is very technical. So thank you so much for inviting me for this podcast, because I feel that this topic is very, very interesting. You have been working for a number of years. I have been working for a number of years as well. So our past experiences when we were trying to actually educate people on what soft skills and technical skills are. And I came from a training background. So oftentimes we find ourselves trying to tell people, hey, come and learn some soft skills. Tapi orang kata, oh, no, we are very technical people. We want to, we are more interested in polishing our technical skills saja. So I think this platform would give our audience, much as you mentioned, a better understanding of both sets of skills. Because as a worker, tak payah cakap worker lah, as a human being living on planet Earth, you need to harmonize or marry these two sets of skills. Yeah, and in a workplace environment, how can we elevate both sets of skills? Itu nanti I think kita cakap dalam session 4 lah, towards the end of our podcast or concluding our podcast later on. So coming back, not getting away from the questions asked. So itu I dah bagi contoh what technical skills are. So basically technical skills ni are a set of skills yang diperlukan untuk, to simplify it, in summation, technical skills are skills yang diperlukan untuk seseorang itu menjalankan tugas. So I would say that as a, katakanlah, it is an entry requirement into a job. So contoh, if I were an employer, I would want to interview somebody for a certain role or certain position in my company. Okay, I akan tengok the set of technical skills. Okay, contoh, I akan tengok, okay, if lah my company is a training company, dia ni boleh mengajar ke tak? Dia ni boleh buat session plan ke tak? Dia ni boleh draw up or design lessons ke tak? So these are technical skills that I would look for in order for me to employ this person, because once I employ this person into my organization, contoh tadi training organization, I nak dia plug and play. Like, okay, I ambil you untuk bekerja, boleh ke, you go for your induction, orientation and whatnot, after a week boleh tak I deploy you untuk buat training ke, coaching ke. I think sama juga. Say for example, another example, okay lah, kita take training out of the equation lah, sebab kita asyik cakap pasal training je. Kalau nurses lah contoh, if I were to employ a nurse, contoh paling senang, post-COVID, kita kata if I were to employ a person to be a nurse, paling-paling dia ada tak the technical skills to administer vaccine.
Tapi
Contoh.
yang
Yes.
when we talk about nurses kan,
Okay.
don't you think that dia orang pun perlukan soft skill.
Okay, I knew that question was coming. Boleh anticipate question
Yeah.
Arif. Yeah. Yes, that is true. Tapi, okay macam ni ya. If I were to look at a person's qualification to allow for employment into my clinic, contoh
Okay.
sekarang I doktor
Dia
pula lah,
doktor.
ada klinik pula lah. Okay, I takkan tengok dia punya soft skills yet.
Okay,
Sekejap
okay,
I know Arif is going to
okay.
interject. Yeah. I can tengok qualification dia, oh okay, because your qualification would reflect the sort of task that you have done. Mungkin ada OJT, kan nurses kena pergi buat on-job
Practical.
training, practical, sorry, thank you, ya. Cikgu pun, ya, so dia dah buat ni, dia boleh buat ni, ada tak dia punya kompetensi dia,
Yes.
okay. Contoh, ya,
Agree.
those are all skills related, technical skills related. Yeah, or hard skills related. Oh, dia boleh buat vaksin, dia boleh ambil darah, dia boleh. Okay, I'm not a nurse, so okay, I'm not a doctor. So basically, once coming back to your question, so once I dah tengok, or I have determined that this person, he or she, is able to administer or execute a certain task that is required for his or her role as a nurse. Mungkin later on, yeah, I akan tengok is a bonus. This. Okay, A and B pula. Okay, this one has got a better
Communication.
soft skills or workplace skills as opposed to this other person. Are you following?
Yes.
Okay. Is there an argument?
No, not yet.
Yeah. So that's on that's my opinion. Yeah. So I think most employees would look at what it takes for a person to actually be able to perform a job well, because the focus is, or the emphasis is to be able to perform the task, competency based, yeah, to a certain standard, or what is the standard required. Okay, whether it's medical standard ke, legal ke, aviation standards, whatever it is, I nak make sure that person is able to perform. Baru later on, we will look at the workplace skills lah, or the professional skills or soft skills lah, to quote unquote you. Okay.
Alright. Okay, so saya pun jadi speechless kan. Tak tahu nak masuk macam mana. Tapi okay, apa yang kita boleh garapkan kat sini, apa yang kita boleh konklusikan kat sini adalah technical skills ni sebenarnya penting. I believe because mengikut statistik statistik yang kita boleh dapat, Hays ni dia macam consultancy punya agency, whereby dia kata memang betul. In Malaysia especially, 60% if kalau organisation nak do hiring, they all emphasize more on hard skills or technical skill.
That's 60% you
That's
mentioned.
60%. Okay. That means kalau kita kerja macam yang cakap explain tadi lah, okay, dia akan
Especially entry level.
entry level, dia all akan straight away focus on the dia all punya the potential candidate tu punya hard skills. But yang in world, I mean the Harvard University punya, they all do the research studies whereby basically actually, alright, 80% of the hiring process, actually you need 85%, you need a soft skills within you to be hired.
Oh, really?
Yes.
To be hired?
To be
So
hired.
it sort of contradicts to what I have just said, actually, isn't it?
Yes. Basically, it's 85%.
Okay.
They all select their candidate is based on their soft skills. Okay. Alright. But let me tell you about the soft skill. Okay. Because actually this
maybe you should define what soft skills are.
Yes.
Before
Alright.
we go
Soft
into-
skill ni adalah satu perkara yang kita tak boleh belajar dalam universiti. Dalam sekolah rendah, sekolah menengah. Dia macam kita lah, kita sebagai orang Melayu, soft skill ni boleh kita cakap adab lah. Itu adab, salah satunya adalah soft skill, antara salah satunya. Tapi dalam corporate world, soft skills ni macam yang selalu lah yang kita boleh tengok is time management, communication skills, project management skills. All those is like very skills yang you tak boleh dapat dengan belajar, tapi you akan dapat melalui experience. But tak dinafikan bahawa these soft skills, some people they got traits whereby uh, they all can very very bright in their soft skills.
Okay.
Okay, tak bermakna orang lebih tua tu soft skills dia lagi baik
You're not
daripada
implying
orang.
anything about
No,
being
no,
like,
no, 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 don't tell people about your age. Alright, tak semestinya orang yang
yeah,
lebih,
faham.
okay, kita takkan cakap tua lah. Orang yang dewasa itu lebih bagus dia punya
I agree.
soft skills dia. So, kat sini kita boleh katakan yang soft skills ni dia lebih kepada how you managing yourself. Boleh saya katakan macam tu. And then pentingnya di soft skills berbanding dengan hard skills, yes, macam yang cakap tadi, kalau kita nak cari pekerja, kita nak yang someone yang boleh run. I mean plug and
Plug and
play.
play,
Okay,
yeah.
plug and play. I hire you and you need to get this job done.
Okay.
Alright, tapi within, yes, kalau you boleh hire macam tu, yes, it's a plus point. Tapi what if there are lack of communication skills, listening skills?
Okay.
Yes.
I
Macam
hear you.
okay, you as a boss, contoh, okay, kita bagi lagi satu contoh, you nak suruh bawa vaksin. Okay, contoh kita ambil nurse tadi lah kan.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
kita yes, she can do
She
vaccine.
can administer, okay.
Administer the vaccine. Tapi you suruh dia
Berinteract dengan the patient tapi
interact.
tak pandai interact.
tak pandai
Okay,
interact.
faham.
Datang-datang dia tak tanya pun. Okay, because
Just ambil tak.
you know what? Kalau kita nak vaksin actually you kena tanya that patient, you tulis tangan mana. Tahu tak kenapa?
You give vaccine on the opposite.
Okay. Yes, correct. So kalau you nak vaksin actually kalau nurses normally kalau you yang biasa vaksin dia akan tanya, nurse akan tanya normally you tulis tangan mana? I mean your
Kita
dominant
nak
hand.
strain your dominant.
Yes.
Yeah.
So dia akan administer dekat tangan macam saya, tangan kanan, dia akan administer tangan kiri lah. What if terjadi kalau dia datang-datang, okay, saya nak bagi vaksin, tiba-tiba dia terus cucuk tangan kanan, which is my tangan kanan is my dominant hands.
Okay, all right. Can I step in?
Yes, please.
Okay, all right. So I think let's continue with this nurse,
Okay.
the nurse example. Yeah. I would think, yeah, there are steps or checklist that a nurse will have to go through in order for a person to administer vaccine. Yeah, maksud saya, what I'm trying to say is that, so say for example, I'm a nurse, yeah, and I'm working with XYZ clinic or hospital or vaccine center. Okay, yeah. I would think that something as serious as that would come with a checklist. So contoh, yeah.
Okay.
The first thing is that, okay, ask the patient if the patient is on his or her booster or first time contoh. Okay, that's the first checklist. And then the second checklist would be whether or not contoh, yeah, the person is more dominant left-handed, right-handed. So you go through the whole checklist. So the whole checklist too is, I don't think that is a soft skills. That part you mentioned is not a soft skill. It's a checklist that a person will have to go through to check in order for a person to know whether or not this person is suitable to be given a vaccine on that day, things like that. Yeah. Now, coming back to that example again. Now, on the contrary, okay, I hear what you're saying. I get what you're saying when you said that, okay, if a person does not have a soft skill, dia ambil tangan atau dia terus kata I nak administer vaccine, I terus cucuk without asking questions. Well, I beg to differ because I think any nurse, whether or not that person has soft skills ke tak, ada soft skills, must need to have a certain checklist atau set of questions yang dia kena tanya dulu, which in my personal opinion does not qualify as that being part of soft skills. Okay, that's number one. Number two, yeah, I almost forgot what I wanted to say. Number two, I think, okay, macam I cakap on the contrary, see for example, myself lah, I'm a nurse. I have excellent communication skills. Because part of soft skills is also showing empathy, all this lah kan, empathy, having excellent communication skills, good communication skills, and so on and so forth, yeah. So I have all the skills. So I cakap, oh, okay, my soft skills is great, yeah. But actually, I don't know how to administer the vaccine. So that will put the patient in danger, betul tak? I mean,
Betul.
you don't have the hard skills and
Okay.
you want to administer. So I am taken in, contoh, by XYZ clinic because my soft skills is excellent, my communication is good, my language acquisition bagus, tapi sebenarnya I tak competent in terms of my job.
Tapi
Ha.
kalau macam tu, kalau dia tak kompeten yang, macam dia boleh jadi nurse?
Okay. You have been in the HR role
Yes.
for quite some time before
Okay.
you were at AIM, yeah?
Yeah.
I have also, I have not been in a HR role, but I deal with a lot of trainees, trainers, employees, etc., etc. Yeah. You may have two people with the same qualification,
Okay.
but one is more competent than the other, betul?
Uh, Not really. I don't know. Okay, yeah, let me tell you a story. Normally, when I do interview,
Okay.
alright, let's say lah, kita ada 3 candidate, or 2 lah.
Okay.
Senang
Okay.
cerita 2 lah.
Okay.
Satu yang very, very good in
Okay.
their technical skills.
Okay.
The other one is very lack of, not to say very lack, but below sikit daripada par.
Tapi,
Tapi dia punya attitude bagus.
okay, now we're talking about attitude.
No, there's soft skill. Okay, I mean
Okay.
their soft skill.
Okay.
Attitude is included in their soft skill, is it? Means their communication, their
Okay.
behavioral during the
Okay.
interview.
Okay.
I would rather choose
Okay.
that candidate because the technical skill we can teach them.
Okay.
Okay,
All
but to create a good working environment, a good vibes between your teams,
Yeah,
apa,
because you work with
collaboration
people.
also a soft skills. So you need the people or person yang memang good at it.
A team player.
A team player, yes.
Okay, faham.
Because kalau you very very good in technical skills, tapi you very not to say very again, kenapa selalu cakap very ni? Okay, macam nak salahkan betul kan? Okay, tapi dia
You lack
dalam dia kurang dalam soft skills.
Okay.
Benda semua akan jadi robot.
Faham.
Benda semua akan, okay, contoh yang hari ni I nak you siapkan benda ni. Instead of yang I believe if you can siapkan benda ni hari ni or today, our project akan kita boleh go on to the next things.
Okay.
Next stage.
Okay.
Mana yang lagi appealing instead of you just give instruction
Okay.
or you try to persuade them
Okay.
to complete the task or job.
All right. Can I come in?
Yes, please.
Lama tu dah tunggu.
Ah.
Two things from me, yeah. Following what you've mentioned, I would not say that I disagree with you. I don't think we are here to discuss which is more important or whether or not I would disagree with you because it is a sangat-sangat subjective. Yeah, but as I mentioned, the two things that I would like to, hopefully I boleh ingat lah apa the two things. Number one, I think, okay, not disagreeing with you, but I believe, yeah, it depends on the role. Contoh, yeah,
Betul.
kalau macam nurse tu, of course, yeah, the best is to have somebody who is very skill-wise, is very competent, and in terms of soft skills, I think soft skills ni pun, the other name is workplace skills. So,
Betul.
by virtue of nama workplace skills tu, it carries a lot of weight, it carries a lot of nama pun workplace skills kan, yeah. So sekarang kita dapatkan nurse as an example. What I would like to say, point number one is that in my opinion, it also depends on the sort of role or job or designation that the person has. If the person punya job dia jenis yang CIS, dia kerja kat lab, dia proses buat tu, some biochemical thingy atau computer programming yang all you have to do is get yourself glued on in front of the monitor and start putting language or prompts untuk computer tu. It requires you to work alone. Yeah, I would want somebody who is an expert in that technical aspect. Yeah, because I don't need you to communicate. I don't need you to interact with people. I need you to talk to the computer.
Panas Tapi
Bagi
okay,
kejap.
Okay.
Do you follow what I'm trying to say? So,
Tapi yang
okay, I'll come back with number two.
pilots.
Pilots. Okay, pilots is different.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nampak tak? I cakap satu je, dia dah tahu dah. Okay, pilots kenapa?
Pilot is different because pilot has this thing called pilot would both. Yeah, dia perlukan technical skills dan dia perlukan workplace skill. Workplace skills dia is well mostly dalam cockpit lah. Yeah, because with pilot dia ada crew resource management CRM, which means you have to speak to your co-pilot. You have
Yes.
to speak with your cabin crew. You have to speak to your passengers. You make announcements. Katakanlah the aircraft is flying through turbulence or there is a technical problem with the aircraft ke satu engine down ke, things like that. So you need to be able to calm your passengers and your cabin crew by buat announcement, you know, you
Give
have
them
to sound very
instruction.
composed.
Yes.
Itu semua soft skills lah. But at the same time, technical skills come into play because I have 200 over passengers and I am accountable to every single life, you know, on board. Yeah, including his own life because he's got a family to go back to. Yeah, so it's both. Betul ke jawapan I?
Betul.
He was trying to get me there.
Kali ni I sokong. Okay. Okay.
So it's both. It's
Okay.
both.
So
Yeah.
point nombor 2 tadi you boleh continue dah.
You got me there. I think, okay, point number dua, thank you, I boleh ingat. Okay, point number satu tadi, if I may recap, is judging or depending on the role, whether the role requires a person to actually work on his or by himself or by herself, macam computer programming ke whatnot, yeah, or some lab person working in a lab ke, okay, he or she needs full concentration, benda-benda macam tu, so it probably doesn't require a person to work with a team or work with people so much. So in that aspect or in that situation, I would be very confident to say that I would pick somebody who is very, very competent in the technical skills. That means kerja dia sangat bagus, plug and play, tip top, things like that, yeah, as opposed to requiring a person to have that soft skills, which does not really suit the role that he or she is taking. So that is recapping point number one. Point number two, again, not arguing with what you've said, because I really appreciate that you mentioned soft skills is very important, and I pun sendiri cakap soft skills, another phrase untuk soft skills is actually workplace skills, yeah. So I think, okay, one is whether or not your work relates to or requires you to work with other people. My point number two is the position that you have. Say, for example, if you are climbing the corporate ladder, or if you are a manager, you are a head, you are a CEO, or you are somebody who has to manage people around you, manage a team around you, then you would need the soft skills, because the higher you go in terms of level, in the management level, the more the technical skills don't quite matter anymore, because you would have a lot of people to do all these tasks.
Yes.
Is the people that you have to.
You got your point, Yang, over there, because while I'm in the HR industry,
Okay.
I'm obviously that managers is not managing people. They're managing
The
their work.
task.
Their subordinates punya work. That will come the micromanage thing. They're
Okay.
supposed to manage people.
Betul.
So I agree with that. Yang. So that's mean kita sebenarnya bila you dah sampai manager role or already climb up the ladder, you don't need to manage the job. Yes, that's going to be your prioritize. Tapi yang lebih prioritize, you have to focus on dive in your gravity over there is you have to manage the people.
Betul. So macam going back to macam what we discussed earlier on, macam tadi Ariff kata when you were interviewing people, or maybe in the future you will still be interviewing people, you will look more on the person's soft skills lah kan.
Yes.
I think from a HR perspective, or I don't have to be a HR, but I agree with you, yang I think kalau role tu memerlukan dia untuk berinteraksi dengan a lot of people, then you have to look at the soft skills. And if the role is more of a manager's role, or people, you have to manage people basically, then you kena ada a certain criteria on top of having been able to perform that technical task, you pun kena ada This lah. So mungkin the weightage tu mungkin okay A dengan B, A macam ni, B macam ni, you
Yes.
tengok mana weightage dia depending on the role.
Okay, tapi sebenarnya
Okay.
dia tak berhenti setakat kita bekerja dengan orang. Tapi dia sebenarnya lebih kepada tim kita sendiri.
Okay.
Okay, because I believe if you has a good soft skills, that's mean you senang kita nak macam I cakap tadi lah, your work culture over there. Berlainan pula, I juga tahu juga kalau let's say that department marketing, yes, soft skills is number one. But if engineering department, I don't need that. I don't need. I mean, I don't need the macam orang betulkan kita cakap pasal kapal terbang, engine kapal terbang, LEE whatsoever kan. Dia pun kerja tak banyak bercakap. Most of the time, sometimes dia kerja sendiri. Okay, so I don't think so. That I believe that dia punya hard skill or technical skill is more important than the soft skills.
Yeah.
So I think both need to be balanced.
Betul.
Okay, nowadays both need to be balanced. We have to approach it holistically. Whereby the weightage of the gravity of these soft skills and technical skills should be balanced. Yes, I agree with you. Memang sekarang ni nowadays kita in Malaysia kita memang sangat kurang menekankan soft skills ni. Kita lebih kepada hard skills.
Hard
Back to
skills, yeah.
back to our your first punya
Betul.
statement. Kita nak someone yang boleh lari. Betul? Okay, tapi kalau let's say tuan-tuan dan perempuan di luar sana, kalau kita nak business sustainability, okay, kita nak yang berpanjangan, mungkin you guys, okay, tuan-tuan dan perempuan kat sana boleh consider to hire a people or a set of people yang ada soft skills. Or maybe dengan talent yang ada dalam satu organisasi tu, mungkin kita boleh berikan mereka latihan. Okay, this soft skill, apa yang menariknya, soft skill ni tak boleh, dia boleh diajar.
Itu yang I nak tanya tu. I pun ada soalan. You tanya I kan. I pun ada soalan untuk you. Because tadi you mentioned that, sorry for interjecting. Tadi you mentioned that soft skills is not something that you can learn at universities. And I know what you said is quite true. Yeah. And a lot of people acquire their soft skills or professional skills when they actually start working. They had to learn it the hard way lah, katakan, yeah.
Okay.
So does it, in your opinion, does it have to be like that? Because contoh, academicians should understand that they are, okay, kita bagi dia orang a set of skills masa kat universiti, belajar subjek tu, belajar subjek ni, but they have to make these undergraduates ready for the industry. So my question is it the responsibility of the industry or the future majikan employer to provide this these new hires with a set of soft skills, or kenapa kita punya education system tak at least put a subject throughout 6 tahun belajar, 5 tahun belajar to actually work on this undergraduates punya soft skills, because you mentioned that some of them are not ready for work.
Yes, correct.
What's your opinion on that?
Because
I pula tanya dia.
Okay, macam mana nak put it? Okay, basically actually dalam universiti, yes, kita tak ada pendidikan formal berkaitan dengan soft skill.
Okay.
Tapi you perasan tak why your lecturers give you assignment?
Okay. For you to work with a team.
Yes, that's one thing. And then they give time frame. Time frame is time management. Alright. So kenapa when we do hiring, kenapa kita tengok dekat certificate your degree in whatsoever? Because from there, you work your ass out, okay, to complete your study, sending your assignment within the time and graduate on time. So that's mean you boleh yes,
Okay.
you not as good as the experienced worker or experienced employee, tapi you basically you have a little bit of soft skills. I mean your time management, your engagement with team player, I mean your teammates or classmates whatsoever or that. Tapi kita punya let's say presentation skill, when I'm in the university, okay, yes, we work in group, tapi hanya seorang je yang present.
Betul?
Betul?
Yep.
Your time, I believe so. I think sampai sekarang uh,
Yeah,
it's
sama
it's
je.
uh, it's still the same.
Yes,
You buat
correct.
kerja 5-6 orang.
Kadang-kadang seorang je buat.
Kakak tu itu okay. It,
Uh-huh.
kita tak nak kupas yang tu lah memang cakap, tapi betul kadang-kadang seorang je yang buat.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and then yang seorang tu jugalah yang pergi present.
Mm.
Okay, so I think dekat university level lah, dekat
Tertiary level.
okay, secondary school mungkin kita tak nampak benda ni, except for elite schools, boarding schools, benda-benda tu semua ada, I believe. Tapi untuk sekolah harian biasa, mungkin guru-guru di luar sana boleh praktiskan, instead of seorang saja yang tak payah ambil masa lama. Contoh 1-2 minit untuk present 1-2 point cukup. At least kita build the soft skills tu step by step. Okay, dekat university, maybe lecturers boleh bagi chances to student, bukan boleh bagi chances, kena paksa the student, every each of the team kena
Present
present
something,
kat
yeah.
depan.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying and I appreciate what you're saying, but the way I see it, I mean, if I had a choice, with the way education system works today, I would want a more formal,
Ambil subjek, kredit, kita bagi kredit untuk
approach
3
to
kredit.
teaching all this.
Yes, they should.
Yeah,
They should.
because you know, I'm a trainer, right? And I do soft skills. Okay, and oftentimes during my training, walaupun training I tu tak ada kena mengena dengan subjek, contoh communication, verbal, non-verbal communication, you know, how you need to stand, how you need to look at people, your eye contact, because these are things that matter, and I have grown-ups or adults or people who've been working for years and years and years in the industry to say, hey, Young, you know, it's funny that we've never taught about all these things. And then it's funny that, you know, 10, 20 years down the road that we're working, kita orang baru tahu oh, tonality plays an important role. We don't know why this is not acceptable, why this is acceptable, kenapa kita tak belajar benda-benda ni. So I remember oftentimes also I would get into conversation with these people. So I said, it's quite sad that kita tak provide the opportunity, because if you look at other countries outside of Malaysia, Japan, or you know, kita tak nak make comparison lah, but they focus on these skills. Because you need to, macam nak cakap lah,
balance.
You kena, is it so didik from the very young age, you know?
Melentur buluh biarlah dari rebungnya.
That's why I need Ariff. I mean, macam I cakap, if I had a choice, so that employers, you know, tak perlu like, okay, you know, dia ada hard skills tapi soft skills dia lack of soft skills. You don't have to choose between the two devils.
Yes, okay. I ada contoh basically untuk kita akan bagi contoh untuk dua ni lah, soft skill dan hard skill. Last time I got ada subordinates lah. Okay. This one guy ni memang betul-betul terror lah, senang cakap. Dia memang kalau kita suruh tanya, because I handling IR, industrial relation. So you tanya dia employment act, semua dalam kepala. Semua dia tahu. Memang dia tahu. Okay, tapi ada one case tu, kita kena jatuhkan hukuman kepada dia sebab that particular employee, alright,
Ni DI ke?
kena DI, okay, that particular employee bukan DI, dia nak kena buang dah pun.
Okay, alright.
Okay, so when I come in, I tengok kenapa dia ni, I kenal that particular person. So I tanya kenapa dia ni kita nak terminate. Okay, so bila I sendiri ambil that file, I check, okay, then I terus call that person. Okay. Dia memang lately tu dia ada masalah kedatangan lah. Okay, dia dah selalu datang lambat, dia kadang-kadang tak datang. So I call dia, I tanya, okay, boleh datang office tak sekarang? Okay, I nak jumpa dengan you lah, I nak tanya apa masalah. So I tanya dia, okay, kita datang lah interview, I tanya kenapa you sebelum ni you okay kan? Kenapa sekarang ni you asyik datang lambat, selalu tak datang kerja? Okay. It happens whereby sebenarnya dia dah bercerai. Okay, dia get divorce, and lelaki seorang bapa tunggal yang last case dia last sebab dia tak dapat cuti. Tapi dia EL, last minute EL, and dia hantar anak dia pergi buat medical check up lah.
Okay.
So
Right, right. So you had a series of
yes, so I
situations
cakap
lah.
dekat my subordinates, you when handling people, please be humanized. Tolong, I mean,
Find out.
yes, find out. Try to communicate. Try to tanya. Try to selidik sebelum apa-apa jadi berlaku. Yes, this is law. But A, B, B. Tapi you kena ada sifat empathy tu.
Nah,
Okay,
correct.
you kena tahu the root of cause yang apa kenapa setiap macam kita cakap lah sesuatu yang terjadi itu ada sebabnya. Betul, sesuatu yang terjadi itu ada hikmahnya kan. Okay, so kita kita kena tahu because dia punya effect. Let's say kalau
Last
kita
resort.
terminate that guy, kita tak tutup mulut dia seorang. Macam mana anak dia ada orang lagi tu? Nak mulut nak suap pakai apa kan? So benda-benda macam tu is crucial untuk kita play that role macam tu. Okay, berbalik pula pada hard skill. Yang seorang tu memang kurang soft skill. Yang seorang ni pula terlebih soft skill. Bila terlebih soft skill kita tak bercerita banyak, dia macam gebang je lah. Betul.
I actually wanted to say that as
Kita
well.
jadi macam tu juga. So, you pun tak boleh terlebih sangat soft skill.
Betul.
So, sampaikan bila dalam meeting kita cakap lah dia ni
Yeah,
gebang je
cakap.
lah
Yeah,
kan.
yeah.
Kita tunggu je lah nantilah macam mana result dia.
Right. Yeah,
So, macam tu. So, benda-benda macam ni kita actually we need to balance. Betul tak yang antara soft skill,
I agree with you.
hard skill. We need to balance it. Kan? Betul tak?
Of course, I agree with you wholeheartedly because I think kita dalam podcast kita, I think when we give examples or when we give our opinions is very much catered to the work industry lah, yeah, people who are working or in the industry basically. So I think a person cannot go into any work role or take up any responsibilities without having this two sets of skills. You cannot have just technical skills saja, or tadi macam Ariff kata gebang terlebih soft skills but you tak ada substance in the things that you say.
Betul.
Kan, no substance at all. So you have to have, you can ada harmony in both lah, yeah. So a piece of advice to, if we have any audience among any of you, audience yang baru nak masuk into the workforce, or a piece of advice is you need to have a balance of both. Technical skills ni dia actually is easier to acquire because tertiary education, you can learn it in schools, training and all that. And some companies, despite the fact that they have already taken you into the workforce as part of their manpower, they keep giving you refresher training, upgrade you with all sorts of training. And some industry pula, technical training is a requirement. Betul? I mean, you were in similar training.
Yes.
Yeah. So oftentimes like every 2 years, you can upgrade training. So I think a person going into workforce tak perlu risau sangat pasal the technical training. What Ariff mentioned about the soft skills training and workplace training, or another beautiful phrase to call it is actually professional skills.
Because let
Itu
me
yang kita kena emphasize.
boleh saya nak bagi nilai tambah juga. Because definitely when you enter corporate world or workforce or whatever, definitely you akan ada mentor seorang. Okay, kita akan belajar
I wouldn't say definitely.
Okay.
Some companies they push you right in the deep end.
That was our time kan. Kita
Yeah.
masuk dia biar kita tenggelam lemas but yes, that's one thing yang supposedly yang nowadays punya workforce, you don't let your new employee lemas kan, because I believe during my time, during young time, bila kita masuk tempat kerja baru tu dia okay, this is your job, pandai-pandai kau buat. Betul. So I think to get a mentor, mungkin kita boleh develop that soft skill and hard skill as well. Betul tak? So I think kita pun dah panjang lebar kita dah cakap ni. So macam mana yang kalau let's say kan, okay, kita dah tahu kita punya weakness, kita dah tahu kita punya strength. Basically
How
kalau
do we better ourselves? Enhance our skills?
yes, macam mana kita nak advance kalau kita ada kekuatan kat situ, macam mana kita nak tambah lagi ilmu kita,
Okay,
and kalau
okay.
kita weakness tu, kat mana platform yang
Where
kita
can
boleh,
we? Okay.
yes.
All right. So coming back to what I mentioned
Hmm.
before you came in, I mean, came in into the conversation,
Hmm.
was when I would like to say that you don't quite have to worry about technical skills
Sure.
because macam I cakap, if it's a requirement, your organizations or your companies will probably keep providing you with, you know, courses or yeah, courses or training to upgrade yourself. Yeah, is the soft skills that you probably have to focus on, and this is very very subjective. You can, macam Ariff cakap, you can acquire soft skills by having a role model, or yeah, by having a role model.
Sure.
You look up to somebody has got very good set of soft skills, and you want to acquire the same set of soft skills. So it's something that you informally you can educate yourself on that. Other than acquiring on your own through observation or self-realization, you can actually get into YouTube. I mean, we are very lucky in today's,
True.
you know, modern world and technology. Kita boleh go onto YouTube and tengok macam-macam, you know, how to improve your communication skills, how to learn about work ethics, how to work on, you know, time
Betul.
management. Banyak sangat, yeah.
Even though the technical skills also sekarang kita boleh belajar daripada YouTube.
Yes,
Yes.
both skills, both
Yeah.
sets of skills,
Yeah,
yeah.
yes, memang dia tak ada certification, tapi basically we can know from there, kan?
Because you need to understand, you have to one cannot be more than the other, so the other set of skills can complement each other lah, I would say. So other than YouTube's, I think HRDC Ilatih pun ada
Yes.
bagi banyak-banyak
LinkedIn
banyak
Learning,
LinkedIn Learning, thank you for
Coursera,
mentioning. Okay.
banyak platform yang kita boleh
Yeah.
dapat sekarang, and it's much more cheaper lah, yang kita boleh dapat kalau kita belajar sendiri online, on self-paced kan.
Yeah.
Contoh dalam e-learning, HRDC Ilatih, saya rasa dalam RM70, RM80 untuk satu sesi pembelajaran. So which is you yourself, without waiting for your employer untuk hantar you pergi training, which is kita pun tak tahu bila, because last time when kita buat HR lah especially, dia just hantar the staff for the sake of hantar.
Okay.
And that staff itself tak tahu pun yang dia ni kena pergi training apa. So maybe next time, when you already know your weakness, your strength, you
Request.
request.
Yeah.
Actually, that's thing yang supposed to happen. It's not your employee or your immediate superior yang hantar you pergi training. You sendiri yourself kena tahu apa kelemahan diri you, apa yang you nak improve, and you request to your superior. It's supposed to work that way. It's not work like
But
nowadays.
sorry, I know we've come towards the end of our podcast section, but if I may say, macam I cakap, I know my focus when I started off, I spoke a lot about technical,
Technical skills. Dia pun
technical training and
confused.
whatnot.
Technical, soft skill, technical, soft
Technical
skill.
training
Yeah.
and technical skills, yeah. Okay, but actually, I would champion soft skills because even if you are not employed, you are a human being living your life day to
Yes.
day. You know, pergi pasar ke apa ke, masak kat rumah ke apa. Your interaction with your neighbor next door, your interaction with your car mechanic, because I need to send my car for repair. So anyway, your normal interaction, day-to-day interaction will require you to have this set of soft skills. But I think personally, having been in a training industry for I can't remember, decades and decades long, yeah, it's
Jangan beritahu
quite
nanti orang tahu
tak apa,
you nanti.
tak apa. I find it a challenge to actually tell people or organizations that, hey, come and send your staff or your managers, your heads and whatnot for these professional skills, aka soft skills, aka workplace skills, because to them that soft skills is it's not a priority. Kita nak kita nak prioritize technical training. So macam mana kita nak get that buying into
Because
tough.
statistik dah membuktikan.
Betul.
Okay, because kat Malaysia saja yang kita lebih pentingkan kita punya hard skills. Dunia khususnya,
ataupun tak ada balance lah. Kita nak balance. We're talking about balance here.
Balance, okay. Because dunia mementingkan lebih pada soft skills. So basically kita nak balance antara kedua-dua. So kita boleh strive
much
forward
balance
and
as we
much
can have,
balance lah.
yeah.
because you as your like I said, kalau you as a boss pun you would be happy kan kalau you punya staff balance both technical and soft skills. So macam tu lah. I think yang kita harus lakukan, which is kita perlu kerja dua-dua, balance and soft skills. Tu ya. So I think kita ada lagi ke yang you nak tambah? Mungkin kalau tak ada kita boleh
Yeah,
uh,
I think we have actually covered most of the things that
yes, most of the
we
thing.
mentioned at the beginning of the podcast. Things that we want to mention.
Okay, mungkin
Ariff?
diharapkan dengan sesi tadi yang kita dapat serba sedikit nilai-nilai tambah yang boleh kita kongsikan bersama tuan-tuan dan puan-puan dalam membantu tuan-tuan dan puan-puan untuk menentukan sama ada ia soft skills atau technical skills yang mana satu lebih penting.
Yeah.
Berbalik kepada tadi, perbincangan tadi, kedua-duanya amat penting, kedua-duanya haruslah seimbang, di mana dunia nowadays sangat fragile, sangat kita
People are
unpredictable.
people
People
very
also
fragile. Less resilient.
yes, unpredictable. So InsyaAllah dengan perkongsian tadi diharap dapat membantu tuan-tuan dan puan-puan untuk improve dalam career khususnya dan your professional journey. So terima kasih kerana mendengar selama lebih kurang 1 jam. Okay, diharap kita akan bertemu lagi dalam episod yang akan datang. Jangan lupa subscribe di YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, apa semua, TikTok, segala platform pun kita ada. Kita kalau boleh subscribe. Okay, thank you again. Diharap kita berjumpa lagi. Terima kasih kerana mendengar AIM 10 Speaker Series. Assalamualaikum. Bye.